first question. When does this game take place? So after what game or before what game does this game take place?
This game takes place, actually, it's in the current time in Skylands, so it takes place after Superchargers.
Are you guys making Skylanders 7, considering Vicarious Visions will be making the Crash Bandicoot reboot?
We are not talking yet about future plans. We're really focusing on Skylanders Imaginators.
What inspired the team to make the Senseis along with the Imaginators? So why specifically Senseis?
Well, with Skylanders Imaginators, you're creating brand new Skylanders. They didn't exist 10 minutes ago, and now they do exist. So they're the youngest Skylanders, and it made a lot of sense to us that any toys we did bring out would relate to them. And so we thought about, what's the greatest matchups for young characters, and that's like the teacher-student connection. So that's really why we decided to make all of the senseis effectively teachers. And then it was evolving that role, and what did that mean in terms of making your Imaginators have more options for their powers, secret techniques, and raising their level cap. Plus, some people just like to play with toys, and so the senseis also fit the bill there.
How many levels were there?
I don't think we're saying specifics, and when you play the game, you'll see why.
Did you guys originally decide to use the Swap Force portal, or did you guys have a design in mind that didn't really make the cut?
Well, we always want to make sure that whatever hardware we include with the game is there for a reason. And so when we settled on the Imaginators and the creating your own characters, we decided not to require people to get a new portal. So we decided to look at what was the most powerful in terms of the energy broadcast and what was the most compact.
Awesome. Will Chaos's Doom Challenge, Brock's Battle Arena, or the Skeletone Showdowns be returning?
We haven't announced that yet, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of chaos.
Will the trophies work within racing mode, or will they just be unlocked? Or
Well, so this year we have added the racing feature to the game. But what that means is even if you don't have any vehicles, you can go there and play land, sea, and air because we have virtual vehicles. All of the racetracks are unlocked, and that includes all the racetracks that were originally part of the game, as well as all of the expansion content. So you'll still get whatever benefits in terms of upgrading your vehicles and customizing your vehicles, but the tracks are all available right from the get-go.
Awesome. What will adventure packs do from previous games in Skylanders Imaginators? So like when you place a Midnight Museum on the portal, what would it do?
They'll behave the way our previous adventure expansion packs did, which is they provide sort of a super bomb explosion.
Okay. Will previous gimmicks like giants have any use in Imaginators? So say there's like a giant's chest, you need a giant's to unlock?
We've decided to focus all of the new content around Imaginators and Senseis, and that was a lot to cover by itself. But what's cool is all your Skylanders are playable, every one you've ever got in your collection. And they'll be, giant and awesome, or they'll be Swap Force characters, or they'll be Trap Masters. So really, that's an immense amount of coverage. We could do a whole show just on that.
So after the game is launched, will pieces for the Imaginators be added through sort of game updates?
We're not talking about that again as either. There are a ton of parts, and so there's a long play session just to start uncovering the parts that are there, and then we'll talk with you again in the future about what's coming.
So say for Hoodsickle, what was the reasoning behind changing the battle classes?
Sure,
Elements.
Elements and battle classes. In some cases, we changed the weapons of the villains. We tried to make sure that all of our pre-existing characters stayed true to their personality and who they were. But in order to balance the game in terms of elements and battle classes, particularly across the villains, we made some slight adjustments. So, for example, I think you mentioned we changed one of our villains to water, and that villain would be?
Great Clobber.
Very nice. Very good. And you know these characters very well. However, it was very important that we have one of each element and one of each battle class available. And so that and some of our favorites, we did some minor adjustments.
Okay. I'll ask anyways. So we sort of already know about 3 adventure packs. Will we be getting 4? So like 4 adventure packs, so sort of like Trap Team.
You'll have to ask us again a little bit
Okay.
later.
What was the most difficult character to come up with in Imaginators?
Okay, let me think about that for a little bit. Actually, I would say, in terms of the most difficult, I would say it was Kingpin, because he needed to be awesome. He needed to be in the starter pack. So not only did we need to create a great character, but a lot of times with Skylanders, people can look at the boxes and determine, oh, I really like that guy because, you know, he's got this great bird, or I really like this character because, you know, it's a cat, this cat centaur. But in the starter pack, everybody's going to get that character. So you want to make sure it's got the broadest appeal and that it'll satisfy everybody. And at the same time, we had to establish this sense of senseis being distinct from other Skylanders. And so with Kingpin, we labored the details in terms of, you know, how does his coloring and uniform communicate being a sensei, and how can we make sure that every person who gets him is going to love him?
Yeah, that is about it. So thank you for the interview. It was good. We got some pretty good answers.
My
pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, don't forget the fair button, and I'll see you guys in another one. See ya.